Sahana vavatu, Sahanau bhunaktu, Sahaviryam karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu mavid vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. So, to know the truth, which is the subtler than the subtlest, which is beyond the sense organs, beyond the grasp of the mind and the intellect, to know the truth, the Vedas are the Pramana. Pramana means the authority on which we can depend, because it has been revealed to the rishis and it is a experience of the rishis, collective experience of the rishis. So they are very authentic. So when we hear the Shruti Vakya from the Guru, Guru Mukha, then that is another Pramana, because the Guru himself has contemplated on it and he has seen it or realized it in his own heart and he is explaining it or expressing it. So that is the second Pramana. The third one is our own yukti, logic and reasoning, and our own contemplation on the truth. And whatever clarity we get, so that is very auspicious. That helps a lot actually. Gurudev says it is like the pole in the pole vault. So with the pole only you gain the height. But along with the pole you cannot cross over. You have to drop the pole. But to gain the height, you need this mananam, this clarity and conviction. So that is very important. But ultimately, only when we realize it in our own heart, as our own self, aparoksha anubhuti, that is the ultimate pramana. Pramana means what? Then you are sure, yes, it is. Suppose if you are not able to realize, it is not the fault of the scriptures or the Guru's Upadesha. Meaning we have gone wrong somewhere, so we have to little bit introspect and find out and then readjust and then proceed in this journey. So that is what we have to do. So yesterday we have seen somebody else's knowledge cannot help us. Only our own knowledge can help us. Like the hunger or thirst, you know, or the health or ill health, even bandha moksha, only one can experience. Nobody else can experience. My own hunger or thirst, you cannot experience. Nobody else can experience. Similarly, yours I cannot. So therefore, if you want liberation, you have to work for it and you have to die your own death. Nobody can help. The gurus can point to the path and they can help you on your journey, but you have to work on it. You can take the horse to the waters, but the horse has to drink. You cannot drink for the horse. You understand? So only when you see it is yours. That is what we have been seeing yesterday.
Just the last chapter, Swamiji says there is nothing, only one solid mass.
Correct. Correct. But there we are not now. So we have to work on it. That's what I'm saying. If you are there, then you need not do anything. Effortlessly you can abide there. Suppose if you are not, then you have to work on all these ideas and contemplate so that you reach there. Reach there means what? You abide there, you know it, something like that. We will chant 476th verse. Bandho mokshascha triptischa Chintarogyaksudhadayah Svenaiva vedhyaya jnanam Pareshamanumanikam Bandhaha mokshaha cha triptihi cha, the self-contentment, only I can feel it. Is that not so? Chinta, worries, arogya or anarogya, ksudha, ksudha means hunger. So all these things, svena eva vidya. So one has to experience. Nobody else can take your pain. Nobody can take your disease. One has to. Similarly, yajnanam paresham anumanikam. If you hear from others, it is only anumanikam. You get some sort of idea and you can infer, but it is not the dridajnanam. It is not the atmanishta or brahmanishta. So therefore, you have to gain this knowledge. So till here we have seen, now moving on. Tatastita bodhayanti Ghuravashrutayo yata Prajnayaiva tared vidwan Ishvaranugrihitaya Tatastitha bodhayanti Ghuravashrutayo yata Prajnaiva tared vidwan Prajnayaiva Ishvaranugrihitaya Tatastita. Tatastita means standing on the shore of the ocean. Tatastita, standing on the shore. Bodhayanti Guravaha Shrutayo yata. These gurus and the Shruti Mata, they give you the guidance. Bodhayanti. They point out how to sail through this ocean, the ocean of samsara. But prajnaya eva tared vidwan. But by his own prajnaya, his own firm abidance, he has to cross the ocean of samsara. The Guru or the Shruti, the Vedas, cannot cross for you. You have to cross. Means what? From the shore they can guide you. You have to go this way, you have to go that way. But they cannot come along with you. In the sense, you have to die your own death. See, this is the idea. So, Vidwan tared prajna eva, by his clear understanding and firm abidance, he has to cross the ocean of samsara. And for that, Ishvara anugrihitaya. Certainly the grace of the Lord is very essential. See, the grace of the Lord is the grace of the self or grace of the Guru. It's all one only. Why? Because the Lord, the Guru and the self are one only. They are one. So therefore, whatever you say, the grace, the X factor, ultimately they say grace. Why? You know why the grace is mentioned? Because if you think because of your efforts you have crossed, no, howsoever karma you put, efforts you put, that will not take you. Efforts. See? If you think because of my intelligence I have crossed over, no, it is beyond intellect. So it is not. So to go beyond, some sort of mysterious push is required at the end. That is why it is said, the Guru, he pushes you at the end, Tom, and then you fall into the ocean of that bliss.
Guru is the ocean, no?
See, now you should not talk in between, please. Because people are complaining, really they are complaining, that you are the person who is interrupting the most. You know, sorry, I don't mistake me, people are complaining. Swamiji, we are losing the track because they can't hear you actually. No, I understand your enthusiasm, I appreciate it. No, I know you are coming up with that, but what to do? Cater to that. But anyway, I don't mind. See, I not mind now. But sometimes it becomes too much. Every line, every sentence, if I interrupting, then I have to tell you. I understand. Okay. So, this Guru, yes, he is the ocean of bliss himself. But for us, he is somebody else now. So, he has to, because of his grace, yes, self's grace only, correct. So, grace they talk about because it is not your effort. It is not your ego's effort or your understanding. It is beyond that. So, when it flashes, it flashes. When it strikes, it strikes. Pashyati sapashyati. So, because of that, it is said grace, grace. So, it is not that we have to wait for the grace. When you work for the grace is always there. That is what Mahatmas say. See, like Ganges is always flowing. So, you have to go with the vessel, whatever vessel, and then drink. So, when you turn within, there is grace. So, therefore, with the grace, Ishwaranu Gruhitaya. So, only through the grace of the Lord, you get a proper Guru. And through grace of the Guru, you understand the scripture. And then, by the grace of the self, you abide there. This is what is said. See, elsewhere, in another Shastra, it is said, you can find your Guru only through the grace of the Lord. When the Lord blesses you, then you will find your Guru. And the Guru shows you the path, gives you the clarity. And then you have to contemplate on it, work on it. And then, because of your own grace, when you put diligent efforts, when you are sincere about it, and you turn within without, getting attached to the world, then the self is there within. That sucks you inside. Meaning what sucks you inside means what? It is like, see, the last few steps are not yours. You get sucked into it. You cannot walk to it. You are sucked into it. So therefore, the grace is always required. See, the prarthana, the prayers are very helpful, I tell you. See, even though we may be, Vedantis and all, the prarthana is wonderful actually. It's got a great power. Again and again, praying to the Lord of the heart, the Guru, has got a very big role to play actually. So in technical Vedanta Shastra, though I don't know how they look at it, but since Adi Shankara has written so many hymns, stotras, and also Bhagavan and great Mahatmas, I suppose this prayer, worship, devotion has got a great place. See, whoever great Mahatma you think about them, Swami Shivananda, or Paramacharya, or even Bhagavan, Swami Chinmayananji. Everybody has insisted on the bhakti also, along with the jnana. There are very rare few ones, like Nisargadatta Maharaj, not much, and J. Krishnamurti, not much. In fact, he has broken everything. So, Buddha, not much, I suppose. So, rare few, but most of because for the ordinary seeker, he needs a lot of support and encouragement and sort of Madri reassurance that comes from the divine, that comes from the Guru, all those things, his own experience. Okay, so Ishwaranu Gruhitaya. So therefore, please don't expect the Guru to eat for you, Guru to sort of cross the ocean for you. You have to live your life and die your own death. Be a hero. Live your life and die your own death. Don't hang on to somebody. Why should you hang on to somebody when you are the substratum of the universe? Why should you hang on to somebody No, see that somebody is okay, noble, great, wonderful, but still you have to be independent. After learning, contemplating, you have to abide. Yes, now and there if there are serious trouble or some doubts which are really troubling, you can get guidance, but not always get spoon-fed, For everything don't go to him. Ask, how is this, how is that, what to do, what not to do. You have to take your own decisions and take responsibility. Meaning, you are an adult and you are a seeker, you are grown up, so you should not hang around somebody. You should learn to stand on your own leg. You understand? So therefore, they can only guide you from the shore, but you have to cross the ocean. Swanubhutya swayam nyatva swamatmanam akandhitam samsiddha sammukam tishtet nirvikalpatmanatmani swanubhutya swayam nyatva swamatmanam akhanditam samsiddha sammukam tishtet nirvikalpatmanatmani. See how many swa is used here. See, swanubhutya, with one's own experience, swayam nyatva, by knowing by oneself, swayam nyatva, swam atmanam akanditam, one's own self, which is akanditam, unbroken, infinite, akanditam atmanam, samsiddha, one has to attain that state. Having attained, sammukam tishtet atmani. See, there is another reading also, susukam tishtet. But here, in this book, it is written, sammukam tishtet atmani. You know what, a beautiful expression. Sammukam tishtet means stand face to face with Atma, the self. See, it is a drama like it is not, literally you should not take, because it's not an object to face Atma. Meaning what? Face to face with Atma means what? In your own heart, you have to know it as your own self. Sammukam tishtet. Nirvikalpatmana atmani. Nirvikalpatmana means going beyond all imaginations. Stopping all the imagination. Now stand face to face to this truth. How beautiful. The expression is so beautiful. Meaning, you peep from somewhere, no. Straight. Meaning, it shines in its glory. So therefore, sammukam tishtet. How? Nirvikalpatmana atmani. With a mind which is devoid of imagination. Mind means imagination. With a mind devoid of imagination means with no mind state. With no mind state, you come face to face with the Paramatma. See, this Nachiketa had that guts to stand face to face the Lord Yama and then ask questions about life. First boon he asked for the welfare of his father. See, even though father cursed him, he was so magnanimous. He understood. So he asked for his father. Second, for the society. For that Vidya, Havana Vidya, where you go to the Swarga. And then he asked about a very important question. What is life after death? Or what is that which is there even beyond death? So how beautiful. So coming face to face with death, he asked. Bhagavan also, like Nachiketa, came face to face with death. Then only he got this. So you also should come face to face with your own death. That is ahankara nasha. Then only the truth is revealed. Otherwise not. See, ahankara nasha is the death actually. That is yama, that is the death. So you have to come face to face with the ahankara nasha. Then the truth is revealed. So sammukam tishtet nirvikalpatmana atmani. So devoid of imagination, meaning crossing beyond all imagination. You should not imagine anything about the self. Whatever you imagine is only imagination. It is beyond, when all the imagination, when all the thoughts, when everything subsides, whatever remains is the self. And that need not be known. Why? Because it is of the nature of knowledge. You need not use the torch to see the sun. Why? Sun means it's light only. It is known by its own light. Is that not so? You don't need, how he is standing? So you need not use another light to see the sun, because sun means he is light. Baba, he is light. He is revealed by his own light. So do not worry to know it. Only thing is, we should not know anything else. Meaning what? Should go beyond all the thoughts and remain there. Sammukam tishtet. Stand face to face with the truth. There it is revealed. When all the upadhis are gone, whatever the obstruction, avidya, avarana, kshepa, everything is gone, then it is revealed. So therefore, swanubhutya, with one's own experience, swamnyatva, you have to know yourself. Nobody can teach you. They can teach you, but nobody can know it for you. You cannot use a proxy. See, they say in Bihar, UP and all, most of the places, for the exam, they have a proxy to write. And our own priest was telling. So they write exams for this person. And if the invigilator, if you ask question, they will have a knife or a sword. That's what I heard. I don't know, not everywhere. But he is also given some money, most of the places, bribed. Or if he is very too honest, Jagrada, the sword on the table. So you can use a proxy to write your exam, but not to realize the self. Guru Maharaj, I will give you a great wealth and everything I will give you. Can you please realize it for me? I am very busy with nowadays, with my business, this thing. So this one, ஒரே ஒரு குறை தான் எனக்கு இருக்கு, இந்த ஆத்ம ஞானம். Can you do it for me, please? Outsourced. I have outsourced to that Mahatma, my Atma Jnanam. I am too busy nowadays. You cannot outsource to anybody. Your Guru may be Dakshinamurti himself, but you cannot outsource it to him. Baba, your mind you have to transcend. Then only you will know it. Then who can transcend your mind for your sake? You have to transcend. How to transcend, but not reacting to any thoughts? By remaining summa. Avladhan. By remaining summa. Summa means what? Not reacting, just watching and observing, not swayed by anything. If you can remain like that, the job is done. Nothing else to be done. சும்மா அப்படியே இருந்துட்டேன்னா அவ்வளோதான், இருந்துட வேண்டியதான். See, this Thinnai Swami, yesterday I spoke about this Thinnai Swami, whose samadhi is just next to Sadhuvam Swamiji's samadhi in this Manakula Vinayagar street. That Swami, he is from North India, it seems. As a young person is middle-aged person, he came there, it seems. I was told, I am not very sure, but I was told this story. He was greatly attracted by Bhagavan and he came here. I suppose he lost a job and he was in this thing of finding another job, I suppose. He came here and he was with Bhagavan for a week or so. Afterwards, he got those days telegraph, what is the Tandi they say, no? So he got a job. So he went to Bhagavan, it seems, and he reported, Bhagavan, I have got a job. Tomorrow I have to go. I will go. You know what Bhagavan said? Iru. Iru means just be here. Only one word he said, Iru. Guru's Upadesha is Iru. Avar appadiye irundittar. He is a real disciple. See, Iru means be. Don't go anywhere, just be, he said. And you know what? He never went back. I think he is a married person or something like that. He never went back. Irundittar appadiye. And irundittar. And he was always within himself, abiding. Irundittar appadiye. So, one word of the Guru can really transform if you are a Pakvi. If you are not a Pakvi, you will argue with the Guru. How can I stay? I have got a family to take care. And you know, this is a good job I have got. You may not know anything, Swamiji. What is this? I have to go. I have a lot of duties now. Then you are not a Pakvi. You have a long way to go. And the Guru says, Iruna irundaranam appadiye. That is the power of the Guru. And Guru's power means he was very powerful. His words were very powerful. Because he was abiding in that. So he said, Iru, avaladan. Done. So therefore, தித்திக்கும் ஒரு மொழியால் எங்கள் குருநாதன் சின்மயத்தை காண வைத்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். Tittikkum means what? Very sweet, like honey like. Tittikkum oru mozhiyal, with one word, with one sentence. Oru mozhiyal, in one upadesha. Engal Gurunathan chinmayattai kana vaithan. He made me to see the chinmayam. Chinmayam means what? That self. Oru mozhiyal, in one word, in one upadesha, he made me to see the truth. That is what Yoga Swami writes in Nachindanai. Tittikkum oru mozhiyal engal Gurunathan chinmayattai kana vaithan. So the one word is enough. With respect to Dakshinamurti, even one word is also not required. Chin mudra is enough. One mudra is enough. So we have to know our own self by our own efforts and abide there. Of course, the Guru's grace will descend when you are sincere. Success is sure for the sincere, says Gurudev. Success is sure for the sincere. And we need not worry about it. See, because by worrying, you are blocking your path. Who is worrying? Ahankara is worrying. Ahankara has to go. By worrying, he will thrive. See, these are all the tricks of the mind. By worrying about the Brahmajnana or Moksha, he is trying to live his life. So that is another trick he plays. I am a mumukshu, you know, nowadays. So when will I get it? When will I get it? When will I get it? Why? Why are you very anxious? Because I am a mumukshu. I should be anxious, no? That is what my gurus have taught me. I should be mumukshu. Means what? Ayo, when will I get? When will I get? No. See, when you grow, when you mature, you don't even think about it. Why? You work on this ego self and try to find out the truth of it. Then everything is done. It is not when will I reach, when will, there is nothing to reach, nowhere to reach. You are the self. There is no distance between you and your real self to reach it. Already you are that, but somehow, for some strange reason, you are not appreciating it. So when you really contemplate for a long time, then you drop this. Appa, mudiyadada, onnum mudiyadu. Then it reveals. You know the benzene in chemistry, they say benzene. See, that scientist was trying to find out the structure, the shape of the benzene ring. He was breaking his head, it seems. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? He was pushing himself too much, it seems. He was not getting sleep. He was not sleeping. He was not eating. One point of attention, that scientist. So it's not a chuma cock and bull story. It has happened, it seems. He was pushing himself to the core, it seems. And then one day he gave it up. And he went to sleep. Without his knowledge, he just dropped. He went to sleep. And then in the dream, he got it. He saw a snake actually, circling itself, its tail, and circling itself, and he got the idea. This is the shape. And then he worked on it. To his amazement, astonishment, he saw, this is that. This is it.
Kekulé. Yes.
Huh?
Kekulé.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, that the scientist name?
Yes, sir.
See, so when you push yourself and then just drop it off, that is it. See, when you don't push yourself, you are a tamasic person. You going to sleep. When you don't push yourself, you go to sleep. When you go on pushing yourself, nothing will happen. You push yourself to the maximum and then drop. Then it is called as grace. Tak, it reveals. என்னமோ நான் அப்படியே நேரில் பார்த்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் பேசிட்டு இருக்கேன். All Maya, please don't get deluded. See, as if I have seen it in my own eyes, I am talking. That is what I am just wondering. So, you push yourself and then drop it. And then it will be dropped because you cannot anymore push yourself. Then it happens. So it's called as koan, means what? You work on that koan. What is that? What is that? The koan is not to find a solution. It is push you to the corner. And then you surrender means what? Drop it. Give it up. Mudiyaduppa. There it reveals. So that is the glory. That is Ishvara Anugrahitaya. Anugraham. That is Anugraham. So it is not revealed because of your effort. But effort is required. If you don't put any effort, if you don't turn within, then maximum what you can do? Eat, sleep, gossip, go here, go there, do something. And then what? Mupu, pini, shakad. You grow old, disease, death. That is all. That is all we are capable of. So effort is required to push yourself. And then not through efforts you gain it. Only when you give up all the efforts. See, our Acharya is a great person. He says, Karma Yoga is to understand that there is no use of karma. And this Raja Yoga is there to understand that you cannot control the Chitta Vrittis. Because when there is Chittam, there will be Vrittis. So what to do now? What to do? Jnana is, what? You cannot do anything about anything. You need not do anything about anything. See, one thing is you cannot do anything about anything. You need not do anything about anything. Irunda padikke iren. Once Bhagavan said, it seems, to a devotee. Oh, when will I get this? When will I get that? He said, hey, irunda padikke iren pa. However you are, why can't you be just like that? That is Upadesha. Irunda padikke iru. However you are, just be that. Why do you want to become something? See, this disease, wanting to become something. I want to become a Brahmajnani. Rama, I have got all the feathers in my cap. This one feather is missing. If I complete it, then everything is done. So, one more feather I want to add to my cap. See, these army personnel, defense personnel, they have a lot of badges, all medals. So one more medal. Paramveer Chakra. Like that, if you think Brahmajnana is another medal, Paramveer Chakra or Bharat Ratna. No, it is not. It is not. So, therefore, when you push yourself and then give it up, there it reveals. So the jnana is not to know. Jnana is to know that there is no need to know. So karma is not to improve yourself. Karma is to know that there is no use of any karma. Abdiya, ama, karma. Karma means what? It is of no use. That is why the great Mahants become Mahamandaleshwar. They don't do anything but eat only. Because people offer a lot of bhiksha, sweets, everything. Recently I stayed in an ashram, not in Rishikesh, some other ashram. Young brahmacharis and swamis were there. And I was very surprised. For the lunch, after the lunch, they brought out a big pack of ice cream. Oh, I said, wonderful. Not bad. So they were eating joyfully. I was happy because young brahmacharis, they need all those. That's fine. But when you eat such kind of ice cream and don't do anything, it is dangerous.
Very dangerous.
So you have to do something. At least walk. We don't walk also. We only talk. There is exercise only for the tongue. There is no exercise for any other body parts. So, naakla punnu vandirum. If you go on wagging the tongue, what will happen to the tongue? We use only the tongue to eat and to talk. That is the only this thing we should avoid, or we should be very careful. That is what Mahatmas have said. But we use only that. So we go against all Mahatmas, all Gurus. Eat, talk, sleep. Eat, talk, sleep. Sleep, eat, talk. This is what, Sindai Vai Noi, Bhagavan says. See, Ulladu Narpadu Anubandham, I suppose, or Ulladu Narpadu only. He says, Sindai Vai Noi. This is a disease of, Sindai means mind, Vai means speech. There is a disease of Sindai Vai Noi.
What is the third one?
This is the Sindai Vai Noi. You know what? Noi means disease. Whatever comes in the mind, I have to talk, I have to ask or tell. This he says disease, Sindai Vai Noi. Means we have the disease. We contemplate, immediately want to share. Why? Keep it to yourself. No. For the benefit of the world. It is not for the benefit of the world. You cannot remain without talking. Full stop. And all these are camouflaging, It is for the welfare of the world, benefit of the world. Brahmajnana, free. Come on, take it. Swamiji, have you attained it? Don't ask such. Adhika prasangitanam pannada. When I give you, take it. Don't ask anything else. So we go on distributing freely Brahmajnana everywhere. So Sindai Vai Noi, meaning whatever comes to the mind, we have to ask or we have to share. He says Sindai Vai Noi. So Bhagavan was not having that Sindai Vai Noi. Sindai means mind, Vai means speech, Noi means disease. Sindai Vai Noi, disease. So where are we now? Swanubhutya, adane? Yeah. So Swanubhutya, by our own self, we have to, pushing oneself and then giving it up. There we are. So then the truth is revealed. Okay. Some people ask me, Swamiji, how do you talk for 1.5 hours, 1 hour 15 minutes? By this only. You go somewhere and you don't know where to come back. And then by God's grace, sometimes you realize, we have left it here. But some Mahatmas, they are very good. They go on out, and they do not know where to come back also. So they leave you there and go away. Do whatever you want. And they give an example. From that example, they get some idea, they go somewhere, and then from they go somewhere. Like going into the browsing, You browse and go somewhere, and then you do not know what for you started browsing.
Yoga Vasishtha is like that.
Yeah, yes. Vedanta Siddhanta Niruktiresha Brahmaiva Jiva Sakalam Jagacha Akhanda Rupa Sthitireva Mokshaha Brahmadvitiye Shrutaya Pramanam. Now the Guru is going to conclude his Upadesha. Appara Swamiji, what about 100 verses? Disciple will talk. Oh yeah. Like Ashtavakra Gita. See, Ashtavakra spoke only 1 or 2 chapters. Appara Pada Janakar, he is more than his Guru, it seems. Dan Dhanadan he gives. And we do not know who is who, Guru or Sishya. Like that. See, the last words of Guru's Upadesha. See, afterwards Guru will come towards the end and summarizes. See, he will not leave you like that. So now Shishya is going to talk, before that Guru summarizes. So therefore, Vedanta Siddhanta Niruktaresha. This is the conclusion of the Vedantic idea, Vedantic thought. This is the final conclusion of all the Upanishads, of all the Vedic thought, according to Advaita Siddhanta. See, that you have to always mention. Because everybody follows Veda only, Vedanta only. Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, everybody says we are Vedantis. Everybody follows the Upanishads only. The same Upanishad mantra only they take and they write Bhashya. But somehow they are so intelligent, everybody can interpret in any way they want. So, what is that? Brahmaiva jivaha sakalam jagacha. So, that is only Brahman, and this jiva is Brahman only, this world is Brahman only. Apart from Brahman, there is nothing. Akanda rupa sthitireva mokshaha. What is the liberation? Mokshaha. Akanda rupa sthitihi eva mokshaha. What is akanda rupa sthiti? Where there is no experiencer and experienced. Meaning, now it is kanda, it has become kanda, broken in between. The experiencer, I am, and the experienced. See, how beautiful. See, I tell you, this is the hint for the Brahmajnana. Akhanda. How many times is Akhanda word is used? What is Akhanda? Akhanda means the experience without the experience without the experiencer. See, when the experiencer is not, even the experience is not experienced. It is just whatever it is. So, see, a few months back, we bring out this newsletter, Smaranamrutam. We gave an equation. What is that equation? See, it's not equation. Don't think very high about it. You may say, what is the equation? See, there are two things. One is Atma Vichara, when you are in the seat of meditation, let us say. And one is mindfulness, when you are doing Vyavahara. That's what I approach this subject matter. So, there are two things now. Experiencer, experienced. Somehow they say there is only one thing. There is no two. They say Akhanda, Advitiya, Advaya, one without the second they say. But now in our experience we have got to, how to manage this, how to understand it, how to work on it. So, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, when you sit in the seat of meditation, do not worry about any thoughts. Meaning, discount all the thoughts. Meaning what? The experienced is given up. Udal ulag vittu. So the experienced is given up. And you have to focus attention only on the experiencer. Acha? When you focus only the attention on the experiencer, there is Atma Vicharam. Then the experiencer also merges in the self and you abide in the self. When you are doing Vyavahara, mindfulness means what? You forget about the experiencer. See, in the equation there are two things, na? You forget about the experiencer. Just go through the experienced. Every moment. See, in some Buddhistic monastery we see some funny scenes. People will be walking. You wonder, why are they walking like this? They are mindful. They are mindful. Eating. See, this becomes cartoon of spirituality. But in the beginners, they are taught that way and they are doing that way. We should not comment like that. But you know what? Whatever comes into our consciousness is Brahman only. There is nothing other than the Brahman. So, if you start shifting your focus or attention or your vision, instead of seeing it as kanda, seeing it as one whole and accepting it as Brahman, that you need attention. See, pramada means what? We forget. We forget and start seeing the name and form only. Everything is Brahman, Yam Ariyom, but I am not there in the equation. Experiencer is not. See, about the self, nobody knows. Don't worry about the self in this. in this equation, don't worry about the self, because nobody knows the self. Even in Atma Vichara, you don't worry about the self, nobody knows the self. There you are giving attention only to the ego self, aham vritti, not to the ultimate self. Ultimate self, how can you give attention? It is the nature of, it is very attention it is. You cannot give attention to it. So there also forget about the self. There only you are giving attention to the experiencer. The experience means ego self. So here, experienced alone. So you are not there in the equation means what? Dekho, suno, mat bolo. You are not supposed to comment anyway, react anyway, pass any judgment, say this or that. It is rising and going, rising and going. You are watching, வேற என்ன சொல்ல முடியும்? Watching சொல்ல வேண்டியிருக்கு. You are just a witness means what? Everything is coming and going. Everything is coming and going. And you are also there seeing. That seeing also is happening in the consciousness. So அப்படியே எல்லாமே வந்து போயிட்டே இருக்கிறத அனுமதிச்சோம்னா, without getting caught anywhere, without reacting to anything, or without identifying, or without, saying I am this, that is that, all those things, then by itself it will melt, and by itself everything is done. So when you are in the Vyavahar, when you are very mindful, that adds so much of intensity in your Vichara. In Vichara, if you are very intense, that will add very much this thing to this. This called, I call it a Sarvatmya Bhava. Bhava. Sarvatmya Bhava. This I call it a Sarvatmya Bhava. I don't know what is actual Sarvatmya Bhava. I call it a Sarvatmya Bhava means to see everything as one, as the self. As self means what? As that. So, see, in this, we should be very careful. We should not try to find out where is the self. Forget about the self. There is no self. That is only whatever is coming and going. The sound, the scenes. See, for sometimes we will be coming and going, and later it won't come and go also. You glide into something where it is not coming and going also. That is all later. You need not do anything about it. So, Sarvatmya Bhava, while you are in the Vyavahara, mindfulness, that is what I think Buddhists are calling as mindfulness. And inside, when you go, you discount the experienced, only focus on the experiencer. See, this is how I feel we have to approach this Akhanda. Khanda ho gaya. Ho gaya means what? Because of our foolishness. So now how to reach the Akhanda Sthiti means, one you have to discount, either the experience or experienced. So in the Vichara you discount the experienced. In the Vyavahara you discount the experiencer. You are discounting the experience means what? It has got a big consequence. You are not allowed to comment anything, or you are not allowed to react to anything. You are dead and gone. See, sannyasis, they do their shraddha, the last rites, meaning they are dead and gone. They are no more live. See, they are actually preta. That is why these Vaishnavas don't touch them. They will have to take bath, because we are all pretas. So don't come near us. We are preta bhutas, pishachas. Dead already. Dead to the world means what? You have no rights to claim. You have no rights. You have no responsibilities also. See, when you have rights, you have got responsibilities. If you don't take responsibility, then don't claim any rights. So, we don't take any responsibility, therefore we don't claim any rights. No rights. And whatever happens, happens. We don't want to change anything, improve upon anything, not get influenced by anything. Accept everything, reject nothing, reflect everything, retain nothing. See, this is how it is. Accept everything means you have no choice. Whatever bad things come to you, you are a mirror only, no? You have to reflect it. You cannot say, hey, I will not reflect you. So, see, as a person you have a lot of likes and dislikes. It is an acid test. So when something which you don't like comes to you also, you should not react. So it is Brahman only. Very wonderful comes in front of you also, you should not react. You should not jump, excited. No, it is Brahman only. Like that, if you work on the likes and dislikes, and work on your own mind of not reacting, commenting, judging. That is why dekho, suno, mat bolo. So if we can live like that, then you need not do anything. Everything is done already. Then you should not try to find out where is the truth. See, while observing the world, if you try to find out where is the truth there, you fail miserably. Then you are creating the Advaita, the experience and the experiencer. So, nobody taught me all these things. I only worked on it. So, I only worked means what? Not I only worked. With all the data is available. See, we are fools now. We are not anything actually. Whatever the gurus have given, this kind of approach, there should be only one, not two. So, which is there, which is not there. So, in the Vichara, Bhagavan says, discount all the experienced, only focus on the experiencer. So, in the Vyavahara, because you cannot avoid this experienced, so go through all the experiences, but without bringing in the experiencer in between. So, this can be done, both can be done. See, it is not that in Vyavahara you should not attend on the self, you can do that also. But while attending on the self, don't worry about the experienced. While attending on to the experience, don't worry about the experiencer. See, that is why some people ask me, Swamiji, in our office we have to do our work. You ask one part of the mind should be always focused on self, means how can you do it? When we are there, we are there. All the attention is required there. Yes, do it. Do it means what? Without thinking about anything else, only see that document, only read those, only think about that, then you are done. While eating, only eat. Don't hear something. Even they say don't talk. So while walking, only walk. See, this is how it is. So when things are happening, it is happening. Then what else you should do? Nothing to do. See, even Vichara, nothing to do actually. When you know that there is no world, what is there to focus on? When you know that there is no world, what is there to focus on except the self? Self alone is. See, when there is no world, self alone is. When there is self, there is no world. Marathakanda, Kallakanda, Nayakanu, Nayakanda, Kallakanu. Marathil Marindadu Maamaryani, Marathil Marittadu Ma. Meaning what? When you see the stone, you don't see the dog. A dog is made out of stone, a sculpture. When you see it is a dog, you don't see the stone. You see it is real dog. When you know it is only a stone, you don't see any more a dog there. It's just a stone. So when you see the self, there is no world. When you see the world, there is no self. Self means whatever you understand about the self. So while doing the Vyavahara, just understand you are not important. This is becoming selfless. Selfless service means what? I am not important. Loha Kalyana is important. Meaning this self, konjam we are erasing the self, ego self. Selfless service. In devotion what? God is important. I am just dasanu dasan. My likes and dislikes are not important. God is important. In Guru Seva what? Guru is important. I am not important. Whatever happens within or without, I am not concerned. Guru is important. See, through devotion, what you are trying to do, you are erasing this ego self. And jnana, what you are trying to do, you are not identifying with any of the anatma, only the atma, the self. There also what is happening? This experiencer is discounted. So that way if you see, akanda bodhitam, it is akanda. It cannot allow the second one. So you decide what you don't want to allow, whether the experiencer or experienced. So when you are in the seat of meditation, don't allow the experience to cloud your antakarana. When you are living in the world, experiencing the world, don't allow the experiencer to spoil your experience. Because we spoil our experience. by our own foolishness, likes, dislikes, and comparison, remembering something and comparing with the present moment, and always thinking about the past or future, we mess up with the present. In the present, if we can live in the present without bringing the past, ego is not there. If without worrying about the future, ego is not there. And being indifferent to everything, ego is not there. This is what we have studied. You should not brood over the past, and you should not worry about the future, and you should be indifferent to the present also. And then the experience is discounted. So the experience is Brahman only. That is why it is said the world is Brahman only. See, that is the final conclusion. Brahmaiva jivaha sakalam jagacha. Brahman alone is a jiva, experiencer. Brahman alone is a jagat, experienced. But this, how to understand? You negate, you discount one. So in the seat of meditation, discount the experienced. While you are during Vyavahara, discount the experience. It's very difficult to discount the experiencer. Oh, we are very egoistic. We cannot accept things as they come. We react. Likes and dislikes. Experience level is sadharana karyama. So when you go through life, what happens? You mellow down. Mellow down means what? The experiencer, avara vachu teikiranga. Meaning what? His likes and dislikes he has to give up. His desires he has to compromise. See, those days, I am talking about 50, 60, 70, 80 years back. Please listen carefully. In the family setup, there is the head of the family. Always the husband or the husband's father. In South India, in Brahminical setup, or in the South India, I mean, not Kerala. I don't know, I suppose. I mean, North India. So the father is the head, the father's father may be the head. And all the ladies, whether the daughter-in-law or the wife, everybody is, little, this thing. Who gains? Spiritually, the women folk only gains. Why? They are very egoistic and ahankarik, the men folk. Whatever I say, you better listen to me. Whatever I do, you please accept. Okay. So they are always giving into their likes and dislikes. And these ammas, they cannot even open their mouth. They cannot express their wish. They can, but maybe or may not be. Meaning, they are giving up their likes and dislikes, their personality. See, they are giving up their personality. They change their name, everything, surname, and you are gone to some other house. You are not here. You don't belong here. You don't belong to there also. You don't belong here also. So like that, what happens? Everything is. So who is benefiting actually spiritually? The ladies. They grow more matured, more graceful. And this Ayya, he thinks he is very intelligent, very capable, IAS officer. He has achieved so much. But so big-headed, hot-headed, egoistic, miserable. But this Amma Pavam, she has given up, sacrificed everything for the husband's sake, for the family's sake, for the child's sake. By sacrificing herself means what? Her ego, likes and dislikes, desires, everything she is giving up. By giving up, vittu kodupavan kettu povadillai. When you sacrifice, you will not go waste. You grow actually within. See, that is why those Mahatmas said for ladies, if you do your duties, take care of the family sincerely, that is your sadhana. Because there you have to give up all your likes and dislikes. Kallanalum kanavan pullanalum purusan. Your husband may be a stone or maybe a insignificant, so like a grass, but still you should treat him as God. That is what our grandmothers were told. So when they do that, they gain. Because they give up their likes and dislikes. And this Mahatma, this Ayya, this man, he grows in ego. And added to that so many other egos. And he is the chief of the village, this, that. And the king, means his ego will be what? I don't know how it will be, his ego. So therefore, akhanda rupa sthitireva mokshaha. What is moksha? Liberation. Somehow not giving room to either the experiencer or the experienced. Or if you are there, you will find there is no experience or experienced. What is there? Akhanda rupaha asti. Akhanda rupa sthitihi eva. There is only one. There is no experiencer or experienced. There is only one. As akhanda. Beginningless, endless. Beginningless, endless. Without any object, because there is no objectification in it. And it is effortless, because you are not there. See, you are not objectifying anything. Therefore, there are no objects. It is not that there are no objects, you are not objectifying anymore. And why that is effortless? Because you are not there. But the awareness is there. How can you say there is no awareness? There is awareness. So, objectless, effortless, awareness. Choiceless it is. Even if you don't want, that is the truth. So, choiceless awareness. That is moksha. Brahma advitiye shrutaya pramanam. And he is reassuring. See, there is a shruti pramanam saying that this Brahma is advitiyam, non-dual. See, those days they were very, very disciplined and very faithful, Shraddhavan. When you say Shruti Pramanam, they will not talk any further. But this age and this, even if you say, how does it matter, Shruti Pramanam? All those are nonsense. We don't believe in all those things. Show me the truth. See, we are modernly educated. We are trying to ask why, how. So we don't believe when they say Shruti Pramanam.
15 centuries ago.
But those days, when you say Shruti Pramanam, they accept, Shruti Pramanam means it should be right one. That is ultimate Pramanam. But now we don't accept. But he says, Brahma Advitiye. It is said in our scripture, in the Upanishad, that Brahman is non-dual. The self is non-dual. There is no experiencer experienced there. So, it is without experiencer experienced. How it is? It is. So it's very, very interesting, this. Whatever I said just now.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So when this kind of thing flashes in you, you get the clarity and you are, sort of thing. But whatever we do after is very different.
No, your meditation on this women folk and men folk is wonderful.
Yeah.
That's why you didn't marry Swamiji.
I don't know. It's my prarabdha. Thank God somebody is spared. Some jiva is spared. No. That's one Amma, very, very close to me, very old Amma. She always tell me, Swami, thank God. Few jivas, Kadavul kapathitar. God has, saved them. I am a very terrible person. You don't know it. You know only one side of me. If you stay with me for some more time, you will know. The other side of the story. What I can do, I am made that way. And I am not this. So this personality is false now. That is the only consolation. This personality is false. What else I can do? If I try to improve, I am actually egoistic.
You become worse.
No, if I try to improve, I am egoistic. I am identifying with the body mind. That's what I mean. If I try to improve this personality, then what it means? It means I am the body mind. I have to improve. No, let it go. See, nalla or shock, not to do anything. Do whatever you want. இப்படி பொழப்பு ஓடுது தானே. பாவங்களான கொஞ்சம் பேருக்கு வரைக்கும் பொழப்பு ஓடும். எப்போ பொழப்பு ஓடலையோ அப்போ நம்ம விலகி போயிட வேண்டியது எங்கேயாவது. பாவம் தமிழில் பேசி அவர் கழுத்த இருக்கிறேன் நான். இது எப்படி படிக்கிறதுன்னு தெரியல. इति गुरुवचनात् श्रुति प्रमाणात् परमवगम्य सतत्वम् आत्मयुक्त्या what is that? प्रशमितकरण समाहितात्मा Kvajidachala atmanishtato bhoot. Everything is chanted. So, okay, we will read it out. Iti Guru Vachanat, Shruti Pramanat, Param Avaghamya, Sa Tattvam, Atma Yuktya, Prashamita Karanaha, Samahitatma, Kvachit, Achala Kritihi, Atmanishtatah, Abhut. What happened now? Guru Vachanat, listening to the Guru's Upadesha, Shruti Pramanat, with the strength of the authority of the scriptures, Shruti Pramanat, Param Avaghamya. This student has realized, he has realized the self. Sa Tattvam Atma Yuktya, through his own contemplation, Sa Tattvam, that Tattvam, which is the truth, he has Avaghamya, he has realized. Prashamita Karanaha, his Karana means what? His mind, Antakarana has become so totally quiet, as if it has gone. Samahitatma, his mind is not distracted, it is always in the self. Kvachit achala akritihi, somehow he has attained achala akritihi. Akritihi means a form. Achala means what? No movement, still, stillness, total stillness. Atmanishtatah abhut, because of Atmanishta, he has attained achala akritihi. Meaning what? Suddenly nothing. Stillness, total stillness, no movement, nothing. And mind is totally quiet. And no other objects or thoughts. See, this is what it's mean by Samahitatma. Suddenly, he has been contemplating. What happened? Everything has gone. No thoughts in the mind. No disturbances whatsoever. No distraction of any objects or thoughts. And he has become Achala Akriti. Immovable. Achala Akriti. Atmanishtatah. He has become that. And then he starts explaining now. Now, whatever he is going to speak is his own experience. See, in the cinemas, in the movies you see, young fellow will be driving the cycle. Then there will be a song. Driving, he will become a perial, big person, hero. With one song, he becomes a hero. From a small boy, he becomes a hero. See, within few verses, he has become Brahmajnani. Enna anyayama irukku na? Only few verses, then he has known the self. Like that, if we can also know how wonderful it would be, na? So, iti Guru Vachanat Shruti Pramanat. Because of the Upadesha of the Guru, depending on the authority of the scriptures, Sa Tattvam Atma Yuktya, by his own contemplation, Avaghamya, Param, he has known the self. Then what happened after that? The mind, Prashamita Karanaha, the mind has melted away. Samahitatma, no other distraction. Except the self, there is nothing. Kvachit achala akritihi abhut, he has attained a form which is not undergoing any change. Achala akritihi. Atmanishtatah, because of Atmanishta, he has attained to that. And then 481st verse. Kinchit kalam samadhaya Pare Brahmani manasam Utthaya Paramanandad Idam Vachanam Abhravir Kinchit kalam samadhaya Pare Brahmani manasam Utthaya Paramanandad Idam Vachanam Abhravir. kinchit kalam, for some time, kinchit kalam, samadhaya pare brahmani manasam, abiding in the self. Manasa means keeping the mind. Samadhaya, in the self, continuously, in that samadhi for some time. Uttaya paramanandat, and he rose from his seat of meditation as if paramanandad, full of bliss. And then idam vachanam abravit, he started speaking thus. He started speaking thus. Idam means thus. Vachanam means started speaking. Vachanam abravit. These ideas, these thoughts he shared with his guru. So, for some time one has to abide there to gain that sight of Sagaja. So, Kvachit means it's not Kvachit. For some time means we may not be able to measure. For each individual may be different. Kvachit samadhaya pare brahmani manasam. Always keeping the mind there, gaining the Brahmanishtha, and full of joy, bliss, paramananda, uttaya, he rose from his seat, and idam vachanam abravit, he spoke thus. What did he speak? Todarum. In the serial, they say, na, Todarum, for the next week or for the next session. So we have completed 581 verses. So from the 481 verses. So another 100 verses remaining. So I think he is going to talk most of the time. He is sharing his own experience, and then the Guru will summarize. So that we will see tomorrow. Tomorrow after the Guru Paduka Puja, that is by 10:40 or so, we will see what he has to say. And then only we are going to listen to him now. We have listened to the Guru, now we are going to listen to the disciple. All the 3 sessions, Vivekachudamani. Morning, late morning, evening. Morning, late morning, evening. Like that we will have and complete the 100 verses in 7 days or 6 days. 26th we have discount because we have the Varshabhishekam. So 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Only 6 days we have got. But aram se we can complete. Not a difficult thing. And night we are going to see Bhakti, Bhakti Rasa. Bhakti Sudha, nectar of devotion by Guruji, Swami Tejamayji. So mornings we are going to see Jnanam and evening Bhakti. And with that we will conclude on 26th early morning. We will conclude, and after the Varshabhishekam 26th after lunch, you are free birds, can fly anywhere. Don't be like this pigeon, coming again and again and sitting here. Fly, go away, so that let there be peace here. Om Purnamadha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudhachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. See, only when I fly away there will be peace.